It's Friday, December 25th. Merry Christmas. Darlene, Michael, and Lauren, they have the morning off, as they should. Right now, let's check with Storm Team 4's Raphael Miranda, who's in for Maria La Rosa with today's weather headlines. And Raph, not a quiet day in the Weather Center.
No, not at all. It's been a very stormy night, and that continues this morning. Merry Christmas to everyone who's celebrating. Taking a look at your weather headlines, flooding and power outages are widespread this morning because of all the stormy weather we've been dealing with for the past 6 to 8 hours or so. Damaging winds will be coming to an end pretty quickly in New York City, but they'll continue for Long Island. And then we're watching for icy spots as temperatures come crashing down tonight. Live Storm Tracker 4 shows we're not done with this storm by any means. We have heavy rain to the north of New York City and another round to the west. All of this has to move on through. It's pushing in from the south, so additional flooding expected on the roadways, especially up in the Hudson Valley where we had that snowpack that melted. Heavy rain on top means flash flooding concerns in Sullivan County. And look at all these other flood warnings in effect. Connecticut, New Jersey, Westchester, Rockland County. Stay off the roads this morning. It's not good out there. Radar and satellite shows all of this storminess continues to slide on in. The winds are still gusting between 30 and 50 miles per hour right now. We could see higher gusts than that. We've already seen gusts up to 70, even 80 miles per hour. So rain continues through the morning, gradually winds down by lunchtime, and notice those dropping temperatures. We're going to have all of that plus new wind reports coming up in just a few minutes. Gus, over to you.
All right, thank you very much. We are tracking a massive storm that's packing a punch this Christmas morning. As Raph said, the impact's widespread. And here's where we stand right now when it comes to power outages. Across New York, more than 97,000 customers are in the dark. Nearly 10,000 of them are in Westchester County. New Jersey has nearly 71,000 customers without power. And in Connecticut, power issues are impacting more than 23,000 customers there. Truly a tri-state area story. Well, we're seeing some major damage from these strong winds across New Jersey in particular. This is on Glen Avenue in Glen Rock. A massive tree, if you look closely there, came crashing down onto a house. Crews are out there now looking at the damage. No word on any injuries. And there is more damage in nearby Paramus, and that's where today New York's Gaby Acevedo is standing by. Gaby?
As you mentioned, Gus, life in Paramus, or Tree City, as homeowner Carlos Arameo calls it. You're going to hear from him shortly, but this is the aftermath of heavy rain and strong winds in this area. This is a 30 to 40-foot tree that fell on top of this house around 2:30 a.m. A family of 5 was inside when this happened. Fortunately, everybody is safe and have been accounted for and have been also evacuated to a nearby hotel. A terrible way to welcome Christmas morning. According to the homeowner, Carlos Arameo, the tree fell on top of the house, cracked parts of the roof wide open, water now trickling inside the residence, kitchen, and bathroom, causing even more damage. The top of that tree fell on top of the chimney, tilting it, split in half, and the other half of the tree fell in front of the house. That's how much damage it caused in this residence. It's amazing. It did not do even more damage to the top structure.
Oh man, we were here and the trees were blowing, the howling, windy. It was for about 3-4 hours. The wind was nuts. When I said nuts, I got about midnight, Christmas morning, turned the lights off outside, and then could not sleep after that. So we were tossing and turning, and about 3:30, this big tree came down in.
Gus was speaking about power outages. Fortunately for this block on Montana Street, power remains. There's still power service, but the damages, as you can see, are severe to this residence particularly. And obviously, at this moment, rain has started to recede a little bit, but winds every now and then are sporadic. So if you don't have to go out, please stay in your house. The conditions are bad. Coming out over this way, the visibility was very poor for our crew to make it all the way to Paramus. So stay safe, stay indoors, and stay tuned to our updates. Reporting live, Gaby Acevedo, today in New York.
All right, Gaby, thank you. Some good advice there. And let's keep those updates going in Queens. Sparks flying here. This is video from the Citizen app. You can see this electrical wire fire amid the wet weather overnight. No word on any injuries. Right now, nearly 1,600 customers across Queens, just in Queens, are without power.